Grab your coffee, grab your tea, roll your dice with some glee, because it's time to play some D&D! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass college students play, well, D&D. We have our lovely DM here, Aaron. He is no Matt Mercer, but he does tell a good story.
Satan, please buy my soul. It's so cheap right now.
Like cryptocurrency.
Oh, then it'll just fluctuate in price.
Alright, it has been quite a while since we last played, with all of the exams and hand-ins that needed to be done.
Hiatus.
Yep. And, well, it was a nice long break, so let's do the recap and figure out where we are.
Last time you were all in the lovely city of Georgia Augustus. During your escapades and adventures there, it ended when you were all approached by secret agents and men in lab coats and were tranquilized, beaten senseless, and just straight up restrained. You found yourselves on a van in orange jumpsuits, heading towards a location you did not know. Once you arrived, you entered a large facility with no name on the building. Or was it a corrections facility? Either way, you entered, saw some horrific monsters when you went down the elevator, and then arrived in a nice concrete environment where they put you all in a room with beds and a strange man obsessed with bees. And then you had therapy sessions, followed by introductions to other people who say they've been cursed just like you. And a lovely experimental training session where you were asked to identify an item that seemed unusual and then open up a chest, which was also unusual and sticky, and it bit. And as a result, you beat up the chest and then were sent back to your rooms. Once again, we pick up at the SCP Foundation, where our adventurers are, in fact, SCPs, classified as SCP-821-A's. Each with their assigned numbers, they now awaken to a new morning. Finding themselves once again trapped in the room, you hear the doorbell ring, announcing that somebody is entering the room.
I might just hug my bed so the new person doesn't steal it.
I mean, we just woke up, so I'm assuming we're all in bed.
Not to
Probably.
worry, I already have a table. I'm set.
True. The door flings open, and in step two men. The one you recognize as Dr. G. Bertley. The other one, who has a name badge on him that you see when you get closer, is Dr. J. Denenberg. Morning, A56, A54, A21, and A53, and
Fuck
A55
off.
over there. I hope you all enjoyed your first stay here. Now, let's begin with the routine for the rest of your life.
We enjoyed it as much as a cavity search.
Do we do cavity searches here? We can try implementing those.
Better not try.
Alright then. So, the routine for today is you all are going to the dining hall for breakfast, followed by your psych evaluations, and then later in the day will be what's later in the day? And he checks through his flip book. Scheduled testing and individual group training sessions, followed by test number D5. All right then, everybody.
What's test D5? Please elaborate.
Test D5 will be a simulation later in the day to sort of put a whole battery of tests into one and accumulate a lot of data all at once. But it's all mostly up to you how you react to test D5.
So what are the psych evaluations for? Like, can we do badly?
No, there's no right and wrong answers. It's just a ground level understanding of your human-like behavior, SCPs, so that we can have a reference point if you improve or deteriorate later on,
Right.
says Dr. Bertley. So, breakfast it is then. I'm gonna grab some coffee, yes. Please wait 5 minutes, and then the guards outside will escort you to the cafeteria. And the two men leave the room.
And by the way, the red circles, do they mean anything?
The cameras.
No.
Good
Come
God.
on.
Ceiling or floor bound?
Ceiling.
Ceiling.
Jesus.
Ceiling itself seems to be a strange white, screed kind of, screed concrete ceiling with the cameras jutting out quite obviously over the beds, the head of each of the beds. Two in the corners, and you can see that they've already started preparing to drill a hole here above the table.
Is there anything interesting in the hole?
No, it seems to be laden with pipework, ready to receive cables for another camera to be installed there.
I have spider climb. I don't know if I want to climb up there and take a look at it.
Spider climb need materials? Let's whip that up later. We're sticking to the rules of...
I'm pretty sure it's not a material spell, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't think you have an arcane focus at the moment, so...
That's a fair point.
that was
I may
completed.
use prestidigitation to make all the cameras dirty.
You can do that?
Yeah.
I thought prestidigitation made clean.
Clean
you
and dirty.
instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Sweet.
Soil the objects. The cameras...
Wait, it's the player handbook's words, not mine, okay?
It needs a drop of bootmen and a spider. Bootu-men. Good.
Batman. I have no idea what that is.
Yes. Oh, bootman is, it's tar. It's asphalt, basically. A drop of asphalt and a spider's leg. It doesn't consume it, but it allows you to cause spiders climb.
Okay, I can make 3 of them dirty. 3 of the cameras.
Alright. Dirtying up the cameras. The doorbell rings, and you hear a voice. Alright then, SCPs. It's breakfast time. And the door opens up. Why aren't you all lined up? Up against the wall.
Oh, how very Auschwitz of you.
Yeah. Nazis. We get that comparison a lot. I thought it was Nazi boys that get that comparison a lot. This is just a squad assigned to you. Assigned to this SCP division. We're known as villains. It's the squad name. And you see it's like written across their badges. The squad villain.
What
Alright.
clothes are they wearing?
They're wearing riot gear. And they all have batons with them, and full helmets, and visors that protect their eyes.
Alright.
So, just stupid question. Do I have an arcane focus, or has that been taken off me?
That's been taken off you.
Right.
Okay. So you are all escorted willingly to the cafeteria. Let's take you all to the cafeteria, where you all arrive.
They new people.
No, they've shuffled around in places. You see the same people beforehand, all now sitting together in groups around a table.
Alright.
The ones you spoke to are the ones whose are the ones whose numbers appear underneath them. You recognize the barbarians have all split up. The wizards themselves all sitting by their tables. Two large groups each have a cleric, or one has a cleric, one has a druid. And the ranger is sitting here in the corner, A12.
I
Cafeteria.
guess they're all in their respected groups.
Yes. The cafeteria bars shut behind you. And now you are free to roam around in the cafeteria, where the line is at the end over here. Dr. Dilbert can be seen with a cup of coffee entering his office, and Dr. Bertley with a tray full of food exiting the location behind another set of bars. There are guards at every door that watch you, but not too focused and not too interested. Looking up into this room, you don't see any cameras.
Alright, I go get breakfast.
Alright.
Me too.
Yeah, same here.
See a large, burly lady with a hair wig on scoop scrambled eggs onto your plate. Use tongs to pick up 2 slices of toast. And then you get to have a paper cup pour you some coffee at the very end.
Coffee, eggs and toast. Great.
This is the meal we will have every morning until we die.
No pancakes.
That's on Pancake Thursdays,
What day is today?
Monday.
Okay.
At the end of the coffee machine, you can see there's a tiny container that lets you squirt mustard onto your meal.
Hell no. I just take salt.
Is there any honey?
Unfortunately not. Honey only comes with pancakes on Thursday.
Damn it.
I go sit down.
Celia, you getting anything? Oh, Emma.
Emma's confused. Emma doesn't know where she is.
Finally having the reality set in that you're now in a prison.
We're in prison?
Yes.
The fuck?
You
I have no
committed
memory of this place.
horrible crimes against humanity.
No?
What you
Free-
do?
Really?
What you do to me, my body?
Frida says to the guard at the door she's got a stomach ache and wants to go back to the room. And the guard radios over and then receives an okay, and she's let back into the room.
So, what's being served to us?
Eggs and toast. And coffee.
It's
Mustard.
vegetarian, so
Yeah, coffee and mustard.
Is there any
I'll sit alone. I'm just going to collect my thoughts.
Alright. Burly cafeteria lady serves up UA and Dr. B's as well. And the rogue sort of slides over to your table, Brock. The short man sitting at the table joins you for a meal. He greets you, but when he speaks, he's looking down at his his plate. So, today's testing. D5, they call it.
What's D5?
A dungeon.
Oh, we've had one of those.
Well, in this case, it's just a large room filled with monsters, or it's exploration, or it's something of the two combined. Either way, all I know is there's like no right or wrong way to answer it, but we always lose somebody if we don't group up, and so these groups are formed over here.
Aren't these the groups that you came in with?
Well, not entirely. We came individually and were sort of grouped up by ourselves until they started to notice that we grouped ourselves, and then they started doing the tests like that. First they had all the barbarians together, but they lost them to some horrifying creatures that made them all dizzy. And then all the wizards were grouped up, but they lost like at least 3 of them when they put them up against something made of rock and metal that just clobbered them into paste. Clerics over there were suffering. They suffered the most as they lost most of their first group in what was it, D2 back like last year. Yeah, they were put up against something, and they say they couldn't really remember what it was, but they do remember that they did lose most of their party members. So D5, so around about D3, D4, we started grouping up ourselves, splitting the roles, people. Like, do you attack from the back, attack from the front, do you take all the hits, do you do the healing, that kind of thing.
Alright. So where do they...
Sorry, man, you go first.
Where do they keep all of these monsters?
As far as I can tell, either this facility is not big enough or there's more than one.
And the control panel upstairs in the testing room, I'm assuming that controls all of the test subjects?
Each testing room has its own control panel, yes. Maybe the D testing rooms have like a major control panel, but I'll let you in on today's thing. We're planning another escape.
Alright.
I thought the last one killed like 90% of you.
The last one killed just one group that managed to leave. But
they got gunned down.
Yeah, but the last group tried to escape through the main elevator and tried to get out of the facility itself. And then they put up a fight at the on the outside of the facility, and that's when they were gunned down. So I'm saying there's other SCPs in here that aren't like us, other means of escape. They're in the other part of the building, the other part of the foundation.
So we're not the only ones in this facility.
No, it's a massive facility.
Interesting.
If I gathered from the time it took us to get down from the elevator, we're at least on like the 10th floor underground. And
So
maybe we go even deeper.
Do you have a specific SCP in mind, or will we just be guessing?
Well, that's part of our plan. There's an SCP in a room outside of our facility. It's a mirror with a red object, like a red disc attached to it. But we need to get to that thing first. And they take all your items and spell slots, the items and the wizard's spell focuses and magic components like that after the dungeon tests. So that's where you new guys come in. They say you're like the 5th edition of something. We don't know what. Maybe the curse is evolving in some way. So a couple more eyes will be on you today rather than us. But we need all the eyes to be on you.
So we make the distraction.
When they hand you your weapons, find a way to jam the elevator and get off on the wrong dungeon floor. The one not meant for you. Which one did they say you're testing today?
E5, I think.
Yeah.
D5. Alright, then you're probably going to have to jam it and make your way out on one of the other 4. That way, they'll have to reevaluate all the testing and fully focus on all of you while we just do our regular runs and gather items and ways to sneak them in.
This is convenient for you guys. What do we do if we misbehave and they just decide to neutralize our whole group?
Nah, they deem you not valuable, but I would say easy enough to capture rather than neutralize. For now.
The good news is that wizard who was bothering me the other day seems to have been killed, so that's one good thing happened to bees today.
The shriveled stick, he's sitting over there.
Fuck's sake. Can I just look at him and like wave at him awkwardly and then run a thumb across my throat passive aggressively?
Alright. He looks at you and then he sort of like calls over his other wizard buddies and they all gather near you.
Shame, you brought him upon you to click.
And then the big one speaks again. He presses back his glasses. After our deliberation and debate yesterday,
No.
we have
What
agreed
is it in bananas?
to apologize to
I
you
think it's
and accept you in a member of our group. On one condition.
What is this condition you speak of?
You declare that necromancy is only the second worst spell school focus, faring just slightly above biomancy. They'll snicker.
So this one's talking, what are the other two doing? Is it just the 3 of them at this point?
It's a posse, yeah, basically. The other one's sitting at the table eating her food.
And what's the one that's talking to again? Is he a diviner or some sort?
He was an evocation wizard.
Do I know what the other two are?
They didn't say. They didn't speak last time.
I turned to them and asked them what they specialized in. The other two.
One says she specializes in conjuration, and the last one says she specializes in what's it now? Enchantment.
Okay, so wait, let me get to the 2 of you who just spoke. Let me get this straight. So you willingly let your schools of magic get divided into a hierarchy based on what? This guy's snickering? That seems a bit arbitrary.
We sort of hashed it out and agreed that necromancers, no matter what, were the lowest of the low. But you've fully convinced us that biomancy has proven us wrong, and so we've changed our opinion. It now goes all other schools, necromancy, and then biomancy.
Hey 12, do we need this lot to survive to get out of here, or they're as expendable as everybody else?
The more items we gather, the better. We'll check and see again at the next lunch break how many survive, because new arrivals pop in almost every day.
Can I roll to wedge you the one with the big mouth, the wizard?
You're gonna have a wizard fight.
No, like as in I'm gonna physically wedge him, no magic.
Yeah, wizard fight.
Yeah.
Alright, roll to grapple him. The two of you are going to strength check.
Yeah, just remind me how I do that. It's,
You just take your strength modifier, add a d20 to it. Oh, roll a d20 and add your strength modifier to it.
D20 plus strength modifier. It's telling me to the lowest. Okay, so basically just a D20, considering I've got a strength mod of 1, right?
Oh, so it's d20 plus 1.
It's only giving me the option to do a D20 plus 2. Oh wait, that's dice roll. I remember this. D20.
Okay, so you rolled a 15.
A 14, I think.
Is it minus 1?
No, it's just 1. Give me a second. It's minus 5, and then the modifier at the bottom is 1.
Oh, you put your strength to absolute 1, and your strength modifier is minus 5.
Yeah.
You do not wedgie the man, because he in fact rolled a 19. He like grabs your two flimsy arms and is like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. I finally know what that feels like. Stop
Put
hitting
the
yourself.
B-man down, or I'll rip your arms off.
The barbarian flips around on her table, food still in her mouth, and is like, brother, don't be so angry. We're all in the same situation. And she's, like,
Exactly
stuffing
why
food
I
in her
want
mouth.
him to stop doing that. Both of you.
Alright. Go sit back down with your group. And the posse kind of leave you alone.
And I just continue eating.
Biomancy is the lowest form of magic.
You just see Brick making himself an egg sandwich with the toast.
Alright. So A12 turns to you all again. Yeah, just take an extra big object, shove it into the elevator, and make sure the elevator breaks. And then get out onto one of those floors and survive. That's all we need.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
When they let you pick your weapons, you grab an extra big one, you shove it into the elevator. When it descends, to make sure that it stops on a level that you're not supposed to, before D5, and then you pry open the doors and get out onto that level, and then all eyes will be on you for the whole day.
Would level D1 be easier than D5 and so on and so forth down the scale?
I think they're all just there to test different things, so really, I can't say. We've like compared notes and everybody says they're pretty difficult no matter which one you're on.
I suppose one of the floors that elevator goes to is somewhere important, like the power plant or somebody's office or something.
You'll have to see, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I think we just need a spell focus in here and a rare component, and we can actually use put some of the wizards to use in escaping this place.
What component do you need?
If you can find it, look for a solid silver rod.
Solid silver rod.
You can tell me that was dropped by one of the dead adventurers at some point and no one cleaned it up.
I'm not sure. But we'll be looking for it as well. The wizards assure us it's exactly what they need.
You trust those eggheads to keep you alive?
I trust them to keep themselves alive, and they'll certainly want to get out of here if they want to keep living.
This statement does not fill me with confidence, but alright.
Very little fills me with confidence in here, but I have trust in my friends. You should have trust in yours. Like your one sitting at the back over there. You should probably reassure her for what's coming today.
Yeah, just give her a moment. She's still processing the whole situation.
Yeah. Come to think of it, I haven't met this new person. The three of you were apparently all acquainted when you got in here or some such.
Yeah. We were traveling together.
That must be nice. They just picked me up out of my fucking hideout, man.
What do you mean hideout?
Okay, so like I've got a cave that's basically just a sewer that I've kind of lived in for a while. It's really cool. I make it sound like it's just a sewer, but it's really cool. You can get all across the fucking city from those old tunnels, man.
Huh. They actually picked us up in a sewer as well.
North side, by
Were
the
you in the
docks.
sewer?
Yeah, that's where we got captured.
Yeah.
Were you in the what was the city's name?
Yeah.
Augusta?
But yeah.
Were you in Augusta's
Augusta.
Augusta when they captured you?
Yeah, man, my family has lived
The
here.
last thing I remember was preventing a demon from crossing over into this world.
Yeah, since you say you know the sewers, lived in the sewers, did you come across any gingerbread man or something of the like?
Like a literal gingerbread man.
Not entirely human.
Mate, I gotta be honest with you, I'm fully sure at least half of the people in this room aren't human. Maybe be a bit more specific.
What were those people made out of?
These guys here.
No, Aaron,
B.
the people from the house.
You only saw silhouettes of them. You weren't sure what they were made out of.
We came
They
across.
weren't. They weren't human, based on what you saw, but they clearly weren't people.
Yeah, we found a portal to another place, and something tried to come through. There was missing pets.
What kind of pets? Just normal domestic?
Not cats, dogs, all gone missing.
The
DM, can I ask a meta question real quick?
yeah.
Remember my backstory? I told you my character's basically just shitty Batman.
Yes.
So on top of the sewers, do I still have access to a house, or am I only in the sewers just like a hobo now?
You have a house that's been
Is it-
double mortgaged
He had a house.
to some degree. Yes,
Uh,
it's still there.
is it like the Wayne Manor but shitty, basically?
Yes, it's the double mortgaged Wayne Manor.
How do you double mortgage a house?
America allows it.
Okay, am I still allowed in the house though? Is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
For now.
For now, you will probably return to there and see what happened.
Did
All
the
right.
kidnapped pets include any bees?
Yes, you kept bees.
I'm sure they didn't steal bees.
I don't know, man. I feel like bees would be the first thing a reasonable person would try to steal. If they were stealing pets, I need to go check on my bees.
No, somebody was stealing cats and dogs, not bees. Bees are not a normal pet.
Okay, now you see, that's where you're wrong. Bees are the greatest pet in the fucking universe.
All right. The door over here opens up, and guards step outside, and out comes Dr. Bertley. All barbarians, this way.
I'll throw my
That
plate at
mean-
him.
A53 as he dodges the plate. A53 and the group over there. It's time for your mandatory group anger management classes. And then they're all like, finally some peace and quiet. All the barbarians line up.
I feel so sorry for these poor barbarians. They've got it the worst.
Yeah. You're led off into another room with Dr. Bertley. Then He quickly comes back after leading you all down the hallway. The door opens again. It says, all druids, sorcerers, and clerics into this, into your mandatory group therapy sessions
Why do we need group therapy?
for trauma, considering you're healers.
Does that include wizards? I'm a wizard.
No, wizard group is separate.
Ah, okay, thank you all. I'm just gonna wave to the nice staff member very politely.
All the healers line up, and the sorcerers. And you're led off into a group.
Where's the healers?
Emma, you too.
Yeah. Where? Yeah.
I'm moving you later. Yes.
Alright.
All right. And then, lastly, the wizards and the assorted group. That's like rogues, bards, and so on, but they're not part of your group. And the artificer, who's actually back at the room. So all the wizards are now grouped together. And all wizards, time for your mandatory spell burning.
That sounds fucking unpleasant.
Oh, first timer here for A12. Everyone wish him luck. Don't worry, Dr. Bertley. He's a biomancer. His spells aren't used for much. This time nobody snickers because that was a bad joke.
Can I roll Constitution to sit on him?
You're gonna have to grapple him again.
Damn it, I'll bide my time. Leave it.
Alright, then you're led off into a group. Cafeteria is empty after lunch. The barbarians first.
Yay.
You all get led into a room where there are these steel chairs. Okay, actually I can do this. Reveal the area. Here in the middle left, there's a new area that we will designate as a different room. Door opens. You're all led into the room. Right, there's one more missing. Ah, there she is. Okay. And there is a circle of chairs in the middle of the room. Bolted to the floor, of course, but facing each other. And then there's also a camera in the corner of the room. There, she was one of you guys. Alright. Everybody takes their seats. And you hear over the prompt microphone blaring into the room. Alright, so now that we have a new member today, A53, introduce yourself to the group.
They already know who I am.
Yes, but this is just for therapy. What's your real name, A53? Your preferred name to be called by?
Brick Sampson.
Brick Sampson, everybody. And then they all say, "Hi, Brick."
Don't do that. Don't encourage that little weasel.
The therapy session continues. So, who of you all had angry sessions this week? Raise your hands. And then one raises his hands over here, and the short man with a large beard raises his hands over there. Thrug and Groknak. What did you do while you were angry? Thrug stands up. Hi, everyone. I'm a barbarian, and I suffer from rage. Hi, Thrug. Everybody responds.
I keep my mouth shut.
I was really upset when I dropped one of my pancakes on Pancake Thursday. I stormed over the cafeteria and demanded to get another pancake instead of asking nicely that I wanted another one, because the cafeteria does not discriminate against barbarians, and we are allowed extra pancakes. Thank you for sharing, Thrug. Groknuk. The short man sits off of his chair and stands up. The chair is just about as high as him. And he strokes his beard. Hi, everyone. I'm Groknuk, and I suffer from rage. Hi, Groknuk. Everybody responds.
I keep quiet.
The other day, when I went to the bathroom, I stubbed my pinky toe, and out of rage, I started punching the wall. I was hurting myself, and I didn't realize it. I should realize that the wall was not at fault. I rather went to the bathroom without putting on my slippers, and that's the reason why I stubbed my toe. And I should be more careful in the future. The microphone blares on again. Thank you for sharing, Groknuk. Brick Sampson, you displayed bouts of rage when you were first arrested by our agents. Would you like to share?
Let's see. Arresting me without due process. Arresting me without any evidence of criminal wrongdoing.
Microphone blares and he interrupts you. Sorry, Brick. You have to be standing. And everybody introduces themselves by saying they suffer from rage.
I begrudgingly stand up and I mutter, "This is fucking ridiculous. Hello, my name is Brick Sampson, and I have the ability to go into a rage and beat the living shit out of people like him." And I point to the microphone.
Everyone, claps in the group circle. This is a good breakthrough, Brick. We hope to see more progress in the future. So what do you suffer from, or what do you think you could have improved upon when you suffered with your rage?
How do you mean? You mean by actually kicking your ass?
I mean by thinking through our problems, seeing that violence is not a means to an end.
Oh, no, violence is sometimes a means to an end, especially when it comes to you and your skull.
It does seem that Brick has a long way to go, everyone. But wish him good luck. And the session ends. And then everybody's let back into the cafeteria. Okay, I'll say the session ends with a group chat about how they all think peaceful thoughts and their methods of dealing with suffering from rage. In a different room.
Wait, hold on.
Still in
You're
the
telling me that all of you try not to go into a rage?
Not at the wrong moment, Brick. There's a time and place for rage, says Liliana over there.
Yeah, of course. There's a time and place for rage is when your enemy stands before you.
But you gotta remember, Brick, we're 2nd edition and 3rd edition. When we take damage or wrongdoing, it's sort of an excuse to go into a rage. You, it seems, claim that you can do it at will.
Well, yeah, basically.
Have you ever calmed down from a rage?
Pretty easily, yeah. whenever I don't get hit or hit something else.
See, so violence is not a violence is not a means to an end, as it ends your rage. If you
No, but violence is a means to an end to my enemies, especially when they try to kill me.
That is true, Brick. That is true. And the rest of the session continues with group chat in a different therapy room. Are all the non-wizard spellcasters?
I'm gonna go
1,
get snacks.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll be back.
All right. And an extra chair. As they're all women, okay. As the female spellcasters enter this room, you see sitting there is a female doctor in the chair. Not Dr. Dilbert. Dr. Gray. She says, "Hello everyone, take a seat. Take a seat." These seats are not bolted to the ground. Ladies, we're here to welcome a new member. Oh, 2 new members actually. A54 and A55. You've already met in the cafeteria, but they are full casters. And they're a part of our group today. Extra chair for no reason. So, we're all here today because you suffer from a connection to a magical realm of some sort of another. The clerics depict this realm as a god of some kind, and through sheer faith, they manifest abilities within this world. Unlike the wizards, who study profusely to gain their abilities, you all manifest it in a means that does not involve extreme studying, but rather an interaction of some kind with another world. Will our 2 members today introduce themselves? Who goes first?
Hello. So are you trying to cure us from this magical realm?
No, there is no cure for it, sadly, but there are means of controlling your abilities.
Well, I already know that.
Not a means of
control.
releasing them, but self-control.
Self-control?
As in, if you ever come across a situation where you feel you'd need to use your abilities, you'd rather decide not to, and use your skills and talents, per se. Or your features. She's like reading off of a pamphlet, when she, a clipboard, when she's like,
Am I able to use magic within this confinement?
yes.
Oh, so you mean this feature and I missed to step out of the room?
You misty step to a place you can see.
Is it was a place within I can see? Let me check the card again. I actually have the card pinned.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Tell me.
Open. Open sesame, okay. Brief. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
You poof
Damn it!
to the end of the room. Yes, like that. But instead of impulse, no impulse control like that, what if you had just walked out of the room?
Because the distance has become instantaneously shorter instead of over a long period of time.
There is a degree of convenience to using magic. We all know this. Dayla over here brought back her dead nephew when she prayed really hard. And to some that might seem like a miracle, but to others, she was already defying the natural course of life itself. There, doesn't say anything.
Facility.
Dr. Gray seemed rather cold, pointing out that she resurrected a dead family member. She says, though your abilities have benefits, as you've stated, they also come with consequences for others.
Okay.
It's why there are no warlocks.
I intend those consequences. I use my spells to protect myself. As you can see, I am a tiny 17-year-old. I do not know how to throw a punch.
That is true. But in today's modern society, you wouldn't need to throw a punch. Merely charge them for legal assault.
Right. I'll do that after I'm dead in a ditch. Thank you.
Police exist for a reason.
You
Well, she
do
says-
realize the police aren't as competent as the media would like to display them to us.
Yeah,
How
half of
many
them-
house burglars has actually been arrested instead of just getting away and you just claiming insurance?
But still, you've relied upon insurance rather than attacking a house burglar and risking your own life.
Yes, but there's so many things I could have recovered. Like, what if I stole my grandmother's vase? That is irreplaceable.
Also, I mostly get arrested more by the police than they're actually helping me, so I disagree with that fact.
Alright. We're trailing off onto a different topic now.
No, it's the same topic. You just don't want to accept that the police are incompetent and it's not a resolution to our problems.
Is there anyone that, in the circle that's kind of like paying
Most of it-
attention to our conversation?
They're all paying attention, but you can see there's like a glossy-eyed feeling over most of the girls.
Given
Like
that
they sit here. Well, they're asked to stay awake, but they sit and listen to the conversation rather than actually contribute to it. They're being obstinate.
But is there anyone that seems more or less glossy-eyed than the rest?
A36 in the corner is actually taking some of this to heart.
I kind of look at her and I could. Have you ever been assaulted by the police or like treated unfairly?
Well, when I first cast my spell, I was only 12, and I ended up hurting somebody really badly, and that's when the creature came, because I cast my spell, and it found me, and so magic was a bit dangerous, and I voluntarily entered the SCP Foundation.
Who was this person you heard?
we actually asked you about police.
Yes, but I never had any dealings with the police. Only the agents of the SCP Foundation, and I promise I won't try to escape again.
So she's fed into repeating a few lines over and over again. So you're basically brainwashing us into believing that we're worthless and that we're a mistake society. That's it.
As you, what's the term that you've called it, level up, you become more powerful in a sense.
You
And
mean
that's
we improve
big.
through experience as any skill?
That is how the level up procedure happens. but you become more powerful and start wielding more dangerous magic to
We
society.
start wielding more advanced magic.
Dangerous nonetheless.
I
And
mean,
so if you have no self-control with your lower capable spells, you will have none when you achieve higher forms of divinity or forms of mass destruction.
yes, but I mean,
Yes.
doesn't it feel so good to cast, though? I look at the other chick again, like, don't you remember how you felt when you cast that spell? Not afterward, but during.
She says she feels terrible. She killed her family in a house fire.
Well, okay, someone else. You, over there, how did you feel when you
Is this chick related to Caleb Widdergast?
No. A17 says it does feel good to cast magic, but she's been toning it down a bit recently, outside of the D test areas. And Dr. Gray commends her for that. It's good that she's been practicing some self-control. It's best you not turn into greenies.
Greenies?
The
Yeah.
designated term for SCPs that become reality benders.
Reality benders.
That sounds like so much fucking fun. I want that.
But that's another topic here or there. It seems like we'll have to do some group discussion now. And the group discussions continue into what it feels like to cast magic as Dr. Green is writing down notes. In another room, the wizards are all gathered together.
We accomplished much. I feel like she ignored everything we're saying and tried to dodge the subject the whole time.
Yes, and everyone else was brainwashed. They didn't join us.
The
One
wizards
of us. One of us.
sit in their group. Dr. Bees, a new member to our foundation today. SCP-A21, please take a seat. As the posse is like sat on one side of the circle. Unfortunately, we will miss A25 and A34. May they rest in pieces. As he says that, like, the wizards kind of look a bit glum.
Can I take that moment to rub it in and roll charisma?
Yes, what do you say?
Rest in pieces.
roll for performance.
Thanks, yeah.
Oh wait, persuasion, because you're rubbing it in.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just trying to find it. Okay, so it's +5 on the thingy, so that a D20 +5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rest in pieces. The loudmouth one that snickers you snaps and he says, "You never even met them. They were good people. They were just trying to cast cool spells." Dr. Dilbert says, "Yes, it seems the therapy didn't really quite work on them. They cast evocation magic without even practicing it and targeted themselves. It seems that whenever a wizard reaches a certain level, self-fireball is always inevitable."
Maybe they should have practiced biomancy instead. And I'm just gonna wink provocatively at the other two, see if I can get them to join the cult that I'm starting.
The third one retaliates. "Yeah, shove your stinking insects. We think it's silly. The gag's not working."
You have yet to witness the power of the bees. I haven't even cast a single bee-related spell in this place, but you'll see.
"Yeah, I've already seen that you don't cast many bees here. You cast other spells." I kept
Yeah.
glimpses of that, but no bees.
You'll see. You aren't worthy of the bees. You'll see someday when you're worthy.
Dr. Dilbert calms everybody down. All right. Let's get to our discussion today. You're all well aware that the casting of magic is dangerous, reality bending in a sense, and you particular groups practice magic through rigorous study and experimentation. That's why Dr. Bees is who he is, not someone who should be ridiculed for his biomancy, but upheld as a new pioneer of a new form or school of magic itself. The others don't say anything. They're merely just listening to his debate, as Dr. Dilbert is a debater, hence why he is sort of the charisma of the room. All of you specialize and perfect your forms of magic when you're allowed to, and in doing so, you not only advance your own skills in magic, but allow others to learn from you and succeed where you have merely triumphed. All knowledge is built upon. So I'm not here to discourage any of you from practicing magic. I'm only here to advise you with caution. Self-immolation, or death by bee swarm, if I must say it, is not a fancy way to go. But arising to the top and achieving something greater than yourself, an accomplishment of science and knowledge, that is what you should strive towards. Rigorous study rather than practice. Don't you all agree? It's got like a few heads nodding in the room. Like these two are nodding their heads.
I'm just gonna look on neutrally.
All right then. Today's group discussion. New spells. It seems to be a popular topic. One of them, the divination wizard, raises his hands. I was dabbling with an illusion book, and I thought of making a really kick-ass spell where you split yourself into copies, and whoever is fighting you doesn't know who the copies are, as you cast spells at them, but they don't know where they're coming from. But sadly, I don't have the spell slots to cast something like that. Dr. Dilbert, like flipping through his notes, spell slots. Cost. Yes, that does sound kick-ass. What do you suppose the material components for that would be, if you were to guess? And he says, well, the illusion school mostly says something involving that most spell components need a solid rod to sort of channel it through, like a wand of some kind. But I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to read up more. Any other spells? Asked Dr. Dilbert. Dr. Bees, you are a pioneer. Would you elaborate to us what you feel is your most groundbreaking bee-based spell?
A method of telekinetically linking two bees to allow communication through them in between separate dimensions, perhaps even between separate times. However, it only works for those two bees that you've linked.
Fascinating. And the material components and the spell level you would need to pull it off?
My research thus far indicates a spell level of 2, maybe 3 components, other than the aforementioned, other than the aforementioned bees, a lot of silver, several fine chemical powders, gunpowder mainly, and the blood of a wasp.
Very interesting. Perhaps if you did more research, you'd see that, looked into more research, you'd find that many spell components don't need to be as complex as you describe it.
Fair point, fair point.
The rest of the discussion goes into the different schools of magic, how they sort of underline. Dr. Dilbert states that there is no hierarchy of magic, but rather caution towards more schools than others. At the end of it all, you're sent back to the cafeteria for lunch before the D test takes place.
Can I ask a stupid meta question?
Yeah?
Am I actually going to be allowed to make a bee-based spell?
Yeah, sure. We can retcon any spell you want to make.
Swarm
That
of
goes for
bees.
That goes for sorcerers, clerics, any caster class, even the artificer. I give lots of leeways to artificers, considering they need a lot of help, or a lot of freedom. I'd say a lot more freedom when it comes to designing things.
Hypothetically speaking, will you let me dabble in artificing if I kind of am not ridiculous about it?
Yeah, you can multi-class,
Yeah.
which is something nobody's done here yet.
Communication.
All right. You all come back to lunch, where the lunch lady now has sandwiches set out. Nice sliced bread sandwiches. There's a tuna sandwich, an egg salad sandwich, which is mayonnaise and the eggs from beforehand. And then there's ham and cheese sandwiches, and they come in the variations of the brown and white bread kind. And at the end, there's a glass of milk for everybody. Those who are lactose intolerant get almond milk.
Go almond milk just because I like it.
Ew.
All right.
Can I wander over and get an egg sandwich on brown bread, please?
Yes, the lunch lady gives you 2. She likes you.
Thank you very much, Madam Lunch Lady. You are a credit to your profession.
I get a ham and cheese one.
All right. Eating your rations for the day, because you guys need to be fed.
I'll take a egg and ham and cheese one on brown, please.
All right.
And I grab my glass of milk. Delicious cow milk.
As you all sit back in your seats, the rogue flips around. Oh yeah, have you guys actually come up with a name for your group so we can actually refer to it in conversation?
We lost a few ideas back and forth, but we never confirmed anything.
Well, you got time now to confirm it.
I feel like my presence within the group will be questioned if I make another bee-related joke, so I'm just going to tone that down a bit.
Fair enough. I mean, it could be anything silly. We got the ballerinas over there, because they're flexible and can work in most situations. We got the rocks over there, because they like hard rock and roll. And over here, we got the meat wall, simply because we got 2 more barbarians than any other group.
That last one's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
What about smashing pumpkins?
I like that one.
Yeah. I like that one.
That's quick. Yay.
All right.
Pumpkin. How smashing. Ha 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 ha.
While this is going on, can I just take a single egg that's been boiled and slip it into my pocket with nobody seeing?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Wait, aren't these scrambled eggs?
Don't break my immersion. This one is boiled. It's special. His name is Timothy.
All right. After about an hour's worth of lunch, The rogue nods to all of you, sits back with his group and says, well, be flashy today. Go all out.
Oh, I always do.
We're the cannon fathers.
The Smashing Pumpkins. Fantastic. Alright, Dr. Bertley and Dilbert come out, and they say, alright everyone, it's time for D-Test 5.
I gotta go.
D-Test 5.
Don't kill bees.
So first, the ballerinas. Off
What
to...
is D-Test 5?
Huh?
What's D-Test 5?
Dungeon Test 5. A54.
I
Use-
have an identity, you know. I'm
Yeah.
an individual.
Yes, you have an individual number, SCP-821854.
So not respecting the name my parents wish to give me. Hmm?
Well, we've given you a
I'm
new
not
name here as
respecting-
well.
No. Acknowledge me as a citizen of this country. Peasant.
We're not in America anymore, for your information.
Wait, we're not?
No.
Where are we? Canada?
Close, but no cigar. Alright.
We're in Antarctica.
What's this about cigars?
He lets slip that you're not in America anymore, but close to Canada.
Speaking of...
Antarctica.
Wait, if we're close to Canada, wouldn't that imply that we are still in America because of the border?
Northern America.
Somewhere close to Canada, but not in America.
So an island somewhere?
Can't be
Or
Hawaii.
there's Alaska,
Alaska.
Greenland.
So we're in a desert. Fun.
Either way. Then he calls out the rocks. Off to your D-Test 5. And they stand up and leave. Lastly, he calls out the meat walls. Off you go. D-Test 5. We'll be keeping a good eye on you. And then he says, have you come up with a group name? Your group.
Smashing
Super
Pumpkins.
secret. Darren.
Smashing Pumpkins it is, as he scribbles it down. Off to your group.
Not really the only form of identity we can give ourselves.
It's not like we're going to be here much longer.
Oh cool, we had clones for a second there.
For a second. So you're led down the hallway into a large concrete room, and the steel doors slowly lower behind you. Dr. Bertley pops up on the glass on the other side. In the next room, there is a cache of weapons and armor. Sorry, my dog's coughing. I just gotta make sure he's alright. Okay, he's fine. You're all allowed to equip whatever you can carry and feel necessary. Usually we keep it to about one weapon, one suit of armor per person. And we check to see what is everyone's sort of preference, as well as keeping the weapons singular could provide us more information, but there's really no rules around here. He also says, but first, you all get to make a meaningful choice.
The weapons are the choice?
You mean
Or
a
the-
controlled choice?
The illusion of choice.
Yes.
There's like 3 bins in front of you.
That's not a choice, that's an illusion.
Says the wizard, who doesn't practice illusion magic.
I'm a biomancer, not an illusionist. That means I don't tell lies. Unlike you people.
Inside of each of those containers is a set of hats. You, as a group, get to decide which hats you want to wear.
So
I
only one hat.
Yes.
Do we all get the same hat?
You all
Or
get
is it
the,
one hat shared between all of us?
you all get the same hat.
So,
So
is there a hard hat?
inside the one container is a top hat. As
Ooh.
you all can clearly see, there's like a picture of a top hat on the basket. Inside the other container is a set of bunny ears. No takers? Alright.
I want.
And inside the third container is a set of Viking helmets. Prop ones, of course.
Ooh.
With the horns
Aww.
misrepresenting actual Vikings.
So we can either be posh, fancy English tea drinking gentlemen, or we can be ooh la la bunny girls, or we can be weird drunk
Vik-
costume
Vikings.
party, Halloween party people.
I vote for the top hats.
What do you
I'm
guys want?
I'm particularly interested in the Viking helmets myself.
I vote top hat.
Yeah, taste the democracy. Real question, real quick. Do wizards get a penalty if they wear heavy armor?
You're
There-
not proficient in it.
Yeah, there's that proficiency limitation for armor.
Can I do it though, even if it's a bad idea?
So basically, spells that would involve you making attack rolls would have disadvantage. But saving throw spells are fine.
Okay. Check what my. How do I check my proficiencies for armor?
As a wizard, you have cloth armor. That's about it.
Is there no way to improve that?
There's feats that you can take at 4th level. And
When
eight-
you multi-class into Artificer, you should be able to get more armor choices.
Like heavy armor, like the heaviest armor, for example.
Yeah, so it's 3 levels into Artificer can get you heavy armor.
Yeah, but take Battlesmith then.
No, there's the Armorer as well. The new
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
They literally enchant a suit of armor for themselves.
Would there be a feat that I can get for wizard at 4th level that'll give me heavy armor?
No, that one involves... So there's a feat that needs light armor. Or there's a feat that gives you medium armor, and then a heavy armor one that needs medium armor beforehand.
Oh shit, okay, I see. But
Yeah.
those are available to wizards. You have to
Yeah.
get them, basically.
Yeah,
so 3 levels in a class would get it to you faster.
Big shot.
Alright. And Emma, you haven't said your choice.
I wanted the bunny ears.
Ah, okay. So 2 top hats, bunny ears, and a Viking helmet. Top hats win! And the other baskets are like redacted. I can select them.
Sorry about that, Brick. I know you wanted those Viking hats.
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright.
The good kind. It's the plastic kind.
You each get prop top hats. They're as good as they look, basically.
Is the researcher guy still there?
Microphone's like, I'm always here.
Since this is like a dress-up thing, wouldn't it be more appropriate if we got like little tiny magician ones for the magician hats?
It's in the next room. So then he says, now in the next room, you can choose your set of armor and your wizard, your spell casting focuses, and any weapons you would like to carry for test D5.
Timon, are we like in prison garb? We don't have our previous like weapons and anything.
No, they were confiscated and classified as other SCPs.
Wow. So I don't have my Bible anymore.
Yes.
Screw
There
you.
are Bibles in the next room.
Uh-huh.
Alright. And the door next to you, all of you opens up. So in that room, so all the weapons you get aren't magical, but they're +1 weapons. So everybody's weapons are plus.
Trafficking is like.
The spellcasting focus is also +1, but they don't give any additional benefits. And then there's your choice of armor that you pick up. Assuming not everybody's going to be wearing the same armor.
Medium armor somewhere.
What are we looking at for in terms of spell focuses? What are the options?
There are wands on a display case that's sort of laid out on a cloth. These wands are spellcasting focuses that allow you to channel your magic through them.
Can I maybe...
They negate most material components that don't have a cost, like your bees or your wasp blood or something like that.
Sorcerers don't need spell things, right?
Your amulet is still with you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can I try to sneakily put one of the wands into my sleeve? And then I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make a copy of it in my hand, so it just looks like I have a wand.
Sure. Roll sleight of hand.
Nat 20!
Al, you sneak an extra wand up there just because you're so sure nobody's watching you.
Yeah, 2 wands.
Alright. The suits of armor are... So there's padded, leather, studded, hide, chainmail, scale mail, breastplate, half-plate, and even full ringmail, chainmail, splint, and plate metal. There's also one shield in the room.
So, what counts as medium armor?
Hide, chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, and half-plate.
I'll take half plate and
Yeah.
also a shield.
Alright, so you're taking the shield.
Is there only one shield?
Yes.
Does anyone else want to wield a shield?
Me,
I'm good,
because
thanks.
Alright.
I can't wear armor.
Alright, I'll give you the shield.
Thank you.
Alright, the half-plate's been taken, and so is the shield.
Okay, shield's been taken. I don't need shield.
You also don't need armor.
Nope.
Mm.
Natural armor, baby. Barbarian for the win.
So, as you're donning your armor, you all of a sudden see, as you click in the last piece, it transforms into bikini armor.
That's fucking hilarious.
Wait. Who, me?
Both of you that put on armor.
Gender
wait.
neutral, lol.
Oh, it was just you who put on the half plate.
Yeah.
Yes, it transforms into bikini armor.
I feel violated. I take it off.
Taking off the armor transforms it back. You hear over the radio intercom, because the door is closed, you can no longer see Dr. Bertley. He says, oh, okay. Just for curiosity, can everybody quickly don some armor? Just put on anyone you like.
What's available to my squishy self?
I put
This
on
padded-
the armor she just took off.
Alright. There's padded leather and studded leather for the mage as light armor.
Yeah. Light armor.
Can I move over to the ones first of all and motion for Brick to follow me really, really sneakily?
After you
cameras
don the
everywhere.
armor.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab some studded leather or whatever.
Alright.
I refuse to partake in this experiment.
As the two men don armor, they also transform into bikini armor.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go naked. It's somehow going naked is somehow not as bad as bikini armor. Actually,
I take off the bikini armor.
Transforms back and is like, Dr. Dilbert says, very interesting. You hear it's like scribbling on the pages. So apparently,
Chainmail do.
in a previous cases of SCP-821, we could identify them by the armor they wore. Females had bikini armor, and men had entirely bulky shoulder plates that stood out as large as their heads. But it seems in your case, all of you wearing armor turns into bikini armor. Very interesting, scribbling down again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the armor and not us.
no need to pretend you're surprised, Dr. Dolbert. We understand your strange fetishes.
Alright, if you don't
freak.
want the armor, you don't have to wear it.
I have to wear the armor. I just take my hairs like to my hips and I just move my hair forward to cover my body a bit more.
Your jumpsuit still remains intact. It's not part of the armor. It's just the armor becomes bikini armor over it.
I hate this.
Is that even worse?
The shield, does the shield do anything?
No, the shield is just an object you're carrying. So there's the choice of weapons. Brick, what do you take? There's all kinds of martial melee weapons, simple melee weapons, and even some ranged weapons.
I can take more than one.
Yes, but he cautioned against taking more than one.
Alright.
I just whisper to Brock, take something huge for the thing.
Are there any moles? Or
There's a mole.
warhammers?
There's a warhammer as well.
I'll take the warhammer and let's see
A mole.
here. Hand axe.
And a hand axe. They're both +1 weapons.
Well, what does a normal axe look like?
Something you chop wood with, but metal.
And any great axes?
Great axes have the 2 axes on either side, or one's really elongated and stretched out as to chop something like a tree, but bigger. Still the same length handle as a hand axe.
Does the spell focus count as a weapon, or can I technically take one of those and like a knife or something?
You can take whatever you want. +1 dagger and a spell focus will be fine.
Can I grab a spell focus, but then see if I can... can I grab one, then grab another one, then I'm going to whisper into Brick, like, play along, and I'm going to pretend to get in a fight with him, and then I'm going to pretend to punch him in the face, but drop it down his mouth and see if we can get him to swallow the spell focus for later. Sound good to you, Brick?
The 2 of you roll performance.
Alright.
As a fight breaks out over who gets the tiny dagger.
Performance, you say?
That's a D20 plus 3.
18.
18 and a 12. Brick is easier to anger and get into a fight. You start spouting something about stealing bees. The tiny dagger in hand and the spell focus in the other. You roll sleight of hand as you flick your hand at Brick.
Let me just check what that is. So I've got a -5 next to my sleight of hand score.
Roll for it. D20 minus 5.
Yeah, I thought so. I still have the one that I haven't tried to hide in his mouth, though. The one spell focus. So I've technically got 2, right?
Yeah.
Got. Fuck.
You fling the spell focus, and it like pokes Brick in the nose.
Ow.
Breathe in with your nose, Brick. Breathe in real quick.
The large, the iron rod sticking out of his nose falls off and hits the floor and goes ding, 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 ding.
That's ominous.
We needed that, right?
Yeah,
Really
you
needed that.
Yeah, but I already got. Oh, but you two don't know that. But I already got 2 ones.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I take the warhammer and the great axe.
All right then. You pick up your wand.
Can I? I've got the first one. Can I make a last-ditch attempt to take the snotty one off the floor? It's like covered in Brick's snot, and I'm gonna close my eyes and try really hard to swallow it.
You feel a strong stinging sensation in your back. Both you and Brick are stunned for 3 turns as tasers have shot out from the turrets in the roof. No fighting, you two. Save that for the inside. We don't gather data on how you fight each other. And you fall flat on the ground, the 2 of you, prone.
What a horrible man you are.
Oh, wait until I get my hands on you.
You're the Dr. Dilbert.
The doctor.
Thank you.
Alright. To your top, there opens a door, a small elevator. As the first door opens, and then the chain door opens behind that.
I never got a weapon or spells focus.
Oh, okay. What do you take?
I take which weapons are left.
There's quite a few left. Tell me what you want. Morning Star, Rapier, Scimitar.
Well, I want to take the Morning Star.
Can I get
Alright.
a dagger?
The last dagger was actually fought over, and Dr. Bees has it.
Oh.
My bad.
Let me just take a rapier then.
Alright.
It is a simple weapon, right?
It's a martial weapon.
Damn it. What's
Oh,
simple?
what's
Not
the?
really.
There's a great club, a light hammer, a javelin, a mace, actually, a quarterstaff, a sickle, and a spear. They feel like they're easy enough for you to use.
It's like a quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff.
It's a stick.
Yeah, it's a long
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah, it's a stick.
+1 stick, though. Good quality stick.
Yeah,
What type
and spell casting focus thingamabobs.
There's one last wand left. The 2 that was nicked.
Isn't there a Bible for me?
If you specially request a Bible,
Gimme.
oh, for the clerics, you can check like in the cupboard underneath the wands table. There should be a Bible you can dust off over there.
At least you don't have to pick up the snotty wand. That's good.
You people.
You find a really good leather-bound Bible.
Ooh.
What type of weapon is the Morning Star?
It's a martial weapon.
Is there a light crossbow?
There is a light crossbow sitting in the corner.
Okay, I'll take that.
Alright. +1 light crossbow, +1 spellcasting cleric focus, and quarterstaff taken by the cleric. Alright. Nobody wearing armor because they're too ashamed to be wearing top hats and bikini armor.
I would
I'm
rather
wearing
die
armor.
than wear a bikini.
Alright. He then presses a button, you hear as the 2 doors part ways, and there is an elevator. That elevator over there will take you down to D5's testing area. Your designated testing area.
Okay. I step into the elevator.
All right, then. Everyone, inside, come on.
I go inside.
You see there inside the elevator,
Boys?
there are 4 backpacks.
4 backpacks. Oh, is it like the dungeoneer's backpack, the priest's backpack?
Inside of the backpack is a head-mounted torch. Like one of those torches you can put over your head and turn on, and then you can put a hat on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like you mean a miner's torch?
Kind
Oh.
of.
Battery pack. Camping torch.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is a flare in each one of your backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 candy bars, energy bars, 2 bottles of water each,
Can you maybe put the list on Discord?
and some rope. Okay, I can type it out. If you guys
rope
want.
and tape fall into a hole.
Yes. And that's it in the backpacks.
Oh, we all kind of piled into the elevator.
There's enough space for you all to move around, but it feels clunky holding, equipping your backpacks, and then there's the weapons you're all carrying. And he says, "Now we start the descent. Good luck!" And the elevator starts lowering down
Shit. Okay.
as the door closes.
Is this one of those elevators where you can open the top up and crawl around the gears outside?
No, this one has no opening on the outside, but the caging around the elevator does not prevent things from being stuck.
Alright,
Through
so
it.
it's a cage elevator. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a cage elevator.
Alright, I wait until we get to D3 and then I put the warhammer in between the railing.
All right, make a strength check for me. An ability check with strength.
Strongest here.
Strength +5.
Can I help shut the...
Oh! 11.
Can I help?
You jam in, but it sort of bounces back. You get another chance, but you're slowly moving down past D3.
Okay.
Can
I do it? So we passed D3 now.
Almost. You
Almost.
can make another strength check.
Alright, I go into a rage.
All right, giving you advantage on the ability checks.
Yep. There we go, 19.
All right. This time you manage to get the warhammer in, and as it grinds against the wall, it catches a ledge and stops. And the elevator going down sort of catches onto the warhammer, and the two wedge each other. And all of you feel the elevator shift slightly to the one corner and drop in the other, throwing a few of you off balance. But the elevator has stopped, and then a red flashing light comes on inside the elevator.
Alright, pry open the, what is it,
The
gates. Pry
Yeah.
open the gates, hurry! And I
The
go for
chain
the
gate
gates.
itself is not locked, but merely closed. You're able to open that one up, and you are about 4 feet below the ground of D3, with the elevator door slightly raised.
Alright, I hold my hand out and I tell everybody, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I follow the angry barbarian, I suppose.
Now I'm lifting you all up.
Okay, cool.
Standing on the edge of the elevator, or standing on the edge of the doorway, you now have to pry open the door.
Okay, I use my axe to pry open the door.
gain a small bit of wedge, and then you can make a strength check for me. As you use your axe to gain the small bit of openings.
16.
That's enough. As you manage to just pry open this, a slot big enough in the door you can fit through, and the elevator doors don't close behind you, allowing Frida, allowing Emma, UA, and Dr. Bees to pass in behind you. Everybody is now in D3.
All right, let's go. Cool. What do we see?
You are all here.
Where is here?
I did not move. There you go.
All right. Is it still loading in? Because it's very blurry.
I wonder if the dynamic lighting will work now, so I'll give you all vision.
Oh, no, it is working. I'm just saying the map itself is blurry.
Yeah, it's still loading in.
You.
Ah,
It's
okay, there
loading
we
in.
go.
Yeah, I'm still loading and I just see all black.
Wait.
Scroll down.
Yeah,
scroll
down because there's a
left.
small section there.
Scroll out, actually. There. Hopefully the
Thank-
dynamic lighting doesn't break.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
all see each other, and what emits lights. You're standing in these large carved hallways that have been built out of giant boulders, sort of smashed together as brick, and what
Wow.
look like cooled magma as mortar. And these large sources of light that look like torches high up on the ceiling, or high up on the walls across from you, are what illuminates the halls.
All right, I move
Why are we
forward.
all so tiny?
Because you're in a gigantic room.
I'm still 100% dark.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, never mind. I see now.
Alright. If you move around and something something wrong happens, tell me so I can see if I should switch off dynamic lighting. It was a head-mounted light, 2 bottles of water, 2 candy bars, and rope.
I vaguely get the impression the candy bars are going to be the useful thing here for some reason.
Yes. As you walk into these halls that looks like they were made for giants. They're eerily quiet and dusty. Let's take a break here
All right.
for, an in-between break, and we will make tea, and I'll see you all again in 15 minutes.
Sounds
All right,
perfect.
cool.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, we're still waiting on the others for their tea break.
I'm here too. Yep.
All right. just remembered your characters all over the place with like high scores and then minus fives.
-5.
Got minus 5 in strength. What other stats?
One other player in my other campaign had such bad rolls that the DM was just like, I'll give you mercy. And so he figured tweaked his sheet a bit just to make him not have like minus stats, like 4 of them. 4
Oh,
out
he's
of 5.
It's got
Yeah,
minus 5 in strength, dexterity, and wisdom.
What? Bruh,
He likes living dangerously.
how are you not a vegetable?
Yeah,
What do you
strength.
mean? I'm special.
He's got it in wisdom. He's got it in intelligence. He's not a vegetable. He clearly just doesn't retain information. Dangerous information in the environment around him.
You don't have street knowledge.
Or dexterity or strength.
No street knowledge.
They can't dodge for shit. You can't tell. Like, you're not wise enough to tell that you don't put a tomato in a fruit salad.
Although, yeah, I really chose a weird combination for a wizard. It's all in Constitution, Intelligence, and Charisma.
Yeah.
So you can survive the Rona.
Yeah, I can get I'm really good at getting hit. I've got that.
But nobody wanted to wear the armor. Sad.
I
Disappointing.
wore the armor reluctantly.
And you took it off.
No.
Oh, okay.
I said, like, I put my hair over my armor just to hide the shame.
Alright, okay. One person's at least got smarts. In my
I
other
don't want to
campaign,
be here.
I got undead breaking into a vault where supposedly a ring of wishes is hidden. And so they want to steal it and use it. And they've already made enemies of a paladin who was an old member of a party tied to their backstories. And then they're gonna fight the paladin and his friend the wizard in the next campaign on Friday. It's gonna be a tag team of 2 old party members of high level teaching these undead, these foul creatures what an ass whooping really means. It's gonna be a nice boss battle. Reverse campaigns are fun. I'm getting messages. Hello?
Hello.
Ah, okay, I thought it went quiet for a second.
Just
Is everyone back?
chilling.
Maybe not yet. Sebastian's still getting tea.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, he said he was here.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, everybody's back.
Yeah, hold on.
So, you descend out of the elevator block over here and walk into a giant hallway that looks like it was built by giants, for giants. And you wander about for a bit as you hear over a loud blaring microphone in your area. Oh! Who? What? No, you're not my group. I'm Dr. Gilbert Darwin.
Yeah, I don't know. The elevator malfunctioned, and it opened up here, so we just stepped out.
Yeah. Stay put, and
Move forward?
And-
Alrighty then, and I start walking forward.
All right, we'll send villains down to fix the elevator, and they'll come fetch you. You hear
I start
like him
walking
running.
forward.
You hear him like running away from the desk as the microphone is still on.
Right, let's hurry.
You all can move around, see certain things. All right. So there's two large doors in front of you, and a staircase leading up to the right, and down to the left.
Alright, I open the two large doors.
Pushing heavily on them, they give way as they aren't locked to a room filled with what looks like metal cages that have been opened.
Does it look so weird?
It could just be... I'm seeing what you're seeing. Everybody's seeing something's taking place there. I think there's an object in the way. I'm
Yeah.
just describing the room. So you see two large like stacks of large cages. Maybe you can move past it?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah, we
show.
can move inside or...
Hmm. Alright. I'll describe the room anyway. Maybe it's updating slowly.
maybe.
Alright, as you see these large cages that have been opened up, and a few of them containing slime inside, while others contain like large amounts of hay and dust. These seem to be creature cages that have been left open in this room.
So the slimes can get out.
No, the cages are open and they're empty. There's nothing inside.
Alright.
It's dark and it's not, and the back of the room is not really illuminated.
How large are the cages?
You would say they're about your hip height? Yeah, up to your hips, and as wide as a meter. Lengthwise, they could be upwards of, say, 2 to 3 meters.
Alright, I put on the head torch and I start exploring the...
Okay. You can actually give your character lighting. You emit bright light. And a foot with low light. Alright. You see yourself emitting light now.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. I can give everybody that. You equip your head torches. Be patient. I still gotta equip.
We don't have patience.
Okay, but do you see an improvement in your lighting situation,
Yes.
Vanessa? Okay, then it was basically there was no light being cast by the torches on the side. That's what you were seeing.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you can see things, but you don't emit the light to see them. But now you do. Which promotes exploration. Okay. Looks like they fixed the dynamic lightings. The large cages in varying internal contents sort of give you a sense that you're not alone in this dungeon. In fact, probably many things were released here. The back of the room, there's like several larger cages containing what you can like feel as old dusty spider webs. and other containers within.
I'm gonna start climbing the stairs.
All right.
Yeah, I'm following.
Continuing up the staircase, these large steps. You sort of feel this area is slightly cold underground, as the rooms themselves are seemingly devoid of the life they once held. They were clearly crafted to last a while. You feel as though the magma in the area, in the walls, and areas you see seeping onto the floor have cooled long ago. You're not sure if this...
Magma.
Yes, I said the walls themselves looks like they were built with boulders and magma as mortar.
Oh.
Alright, I turn into the first room on the left.
I follow him.
You find several large sets of cutlery, cooking dishes and such. The far end of the room you see there are there's a huge pool of cooled magma, as its liquid shape has sort of become solid stone, and the pots and panery in this room are old and rusty, and some covered in dust and webs. Many of the pots themselves looks like they were handcrafted and fashioned rather than mechanically made.
Alright. I continue down the corridor.
Down the corridor is a set of Emma, you still in the room with the cages? They're frightening you. Celia?
Wait a minute.
Alright.
Yeah. I was just listening. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Alright. Okay. You're moving down the corridor, you hear a large chamber echoing sort of from the staircases to your right and up ahead. You hear chanting in recognizable fish language.
Oh
Aw.
my goodness, no!
Yeah.
Fish language?
Alright,
Yeah.
so, it's a long story.
Yeah, I move forward into the room.
Coming up the large staircase as the platform elevates itself, you see large carved ornate pillars of what looks like gigantic beings with massive beards, holding lava in their bare hands and forging it into the very holes you walk right now. You see at the very back of the room is a massive painting up there of a creature not unlike the giants you see carved into the walls. This one posing for a large portrait with a stool made of solid stone and bronze sitting over here with two braziers lighting it. But you see a small crowd of creatures sitting in huddled in a group over there as they're checking a creature standing atop the stage, and they're all speaking. And they all chant, and the creature walks as you see it clearly. It is a brain with legs.
Alright, and what is this area over here? Area 10.
Area 10. It seems to be large iron bars, though 5 feet apart each one of them. They seem to have sectioned off the area of this chamber.
Alright. I think we don't need to be this way.
You hear like frantic footsteps running back over the microphone. And it's like, okay, I fetched him. Dr. Bentley, here are your SCP A53. And you hear over the microphone, "Ah, there you are. There seems to have been a malfunction in the elevator. And a lot of commotion has stirred as Dr. Gray is here with me, and so is Dr. Dilbert. We thank Dr. Darwin over here for bringing us, bringing this to our attention.
You.
How are all of you doing, first of all?
What kind of doctor are you?
I have a doctorate in physics, says Dr. Darwin.
I don't
And
believe you. Show us your fucking credentials.
Alright, I leave the room.
Not until you show me yours first, Dr. Bees.
Had them revoked, remember, idiot?
So you're Mr. Bees then instead.
Bitch, it's Dr. Beast to you. I don't recognize your ability to revoke shit. I am a proud doctor in bee propology. You will never take that from me.
Alright.
I
Enough
leave the fish people and walk over here.
Along the empty hallways.
Yeah, and I turn into this room. To the left.
That's the same staircase leading up. As you walk up the staircase, your lonely footsteps sort of echo across the room, and all the fishmen look at you. And you hear thoughts in your mind coming directly from the creature that's a brain for legs. It says, "Another one has come to us. Another one has come to join us."
Join you in what exactly?
You have come to join us in the unification.
No, actually, we come here to get out of here.
We will help you escape that mortal coil you call flesh.
Okay,
As you see
I turn
its
around.
tentacles like flurl, and all of a sudden all the fishmen turn their eyes and gaze towards you, and they pick up their little spears, and they start running towards you, and the creature gallops after them.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Galloping down the hall. The rest of the party can hear these wet, sloppy footsteps running, almost charging as they're coming down this hallway.
When I see
Alright, prepare for a
rock
fight!
I also start running.
Okay, I stand here and ready my axe. You
Like over the radio, you hear it's like, all of you, stay alive while villain squad comes to rescue you, or he's like says or, and then the microphone cuts out. Okay, let's roll for
just
initiative.
die.
What?
Or we can just die. Is that the other option?
Turn.
Initiative.
15.
Oh.
Please fill in your initiative orders on the turn order counter.
Where is that thingy?
It popped up when I clicked on it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you're in there.
Let me see what the initiative is. -5. Sounds about right.
-5 to initiative sounds awful. Oh, the fishmen. Oh, the fishmen. Oh, the fishmen. Go last. Alright. A 12 for you, Sebastian. We descend. Alright, it is A53 first.
Alright, 5, 10.
Ow. Wound in my foot reopened.
30. Ouch. Alright, I stand here on top of the stairs. Where'd the fish people go?
They're around the corner there. Each block is 10 feet, by the way. Not 5.
Can they squeeze through the pillars?
Yeah, I said it was 5 foot apart, so the giant bar pillars that are 5 feet across, 5 feet apart.
Okay, cool.
So
I'll move this way. 10, 2, 3. Alright.
Alright. Okay.
And
Ready.
I go into a rage.
You're now enraged. Token. Rage. Okay, there we go. And that's as far as you could move, right?
Yeah.
Next, it is Emma's turn.
Unless I use my action to dash. Which means I
Right.
can get over there.
And stop right in front of them.
Yeah.
Alright. Action to dash.
Rather fight
Stop.
there than on the stairs. They
Okay.
have the high ground.
True. Dr. Bees, it is your turn. A21.
Wait, you skipped my turn.
Oh, I clearly forgot.
Right,
A54, Emma, it's your turn.
As soon as an enemy tries to attempt to attack me, I'll cast Sanctuary as a reaction.
You got Warcaster?
What?
Casting a spell as a reaction.
Am I? It's only Warcast. Is there any certain?
Yeah.
Is it a certain feature?
Yeah, so you can attack as a reaction, but casting a spell as a reaction requires the feat Warcaster.
Damn.
It's a
Okay.
good feat. It gives you advantage on concentration checks made to maintain
Yeah,
spells.
but I already cast or like put defeat by something.
For the Misty Steps.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, so I'll just I don't think they'll attack me in this round, so I'm just gonna hold my
Staying underneath the giant torch.
right,
Okay.
let me just there. But I think
Alright.
wait. No, maybe just take shelter here. Okay. There.
Alright, around the corner.
Yeah.
Dr. Bees, it's your turn.
Okay, sweet. Let me see where are these snake people again?
Fish people.
They're you can't none of you can around the corner can see them until you move to see them. So you can clearly see them if you move.
Can I...
Dash to get into place.
Yes, that number one.
Okay, you got 60 feet of movement.
Shots. Hold on. I mean, like... yeah. No, I think can I just be here where I am, so that's just 22 feet, I think.
Alright.
And then I want to... Where the fuck are my spells gone? There we go. Can I punch him with Mage Hand?
No.
Punch who?
You can push.
The snake guy. No combat for Mage Hand, right?
It's only shove with Mage Hand, which means it moves at 5 feet.
And can I run up to him and do chill touch?
Chill touch is a ranged spell.
I'll do that, please. Thank you.
Alright, but you need to see who you're casting it at.
Just this guy here.
No, you need to be
Where?
in visible range.
Sorry, how do I ping again?
Click and
Drag your
hold.
character. There you go.
This guy here, yeah.
That's me.
Oh. That explains it.
Dr. B's, obviously, clearly the traitor of the party, reveals his hand.
Who's this?
That's
me.
Brock.
Fuck, these icons are hard to see when they're tiny.
Then
You
zoom
can
in.
zoom in.
Okay, great.
At the top corner.
Can I cast Cold Touch on this one here, please?
Chill touch. Yes, you can make a spell attack roll.
Just see that. What's that again?
So you roll your d20 and add your a wizard, so your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Where would I see the proficiency bonus?
Level 4 will have a 3 to your will have a +2. +2 to your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so +3, +2. So do I just roll d20 +5 then?
Yes. Make a spell attack.
Oh Jesus!
And nat 1. And your ghostly hand flies past and swipes at nothing in the air. The fishmen have their eyes drawn to it. They almost seem to be in a trance of some sort. Next, it is A55's turn.
UA, your turn.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
I'll call you by your names.
Yes, alright, I'm gonna cast. Oh, wait, I first should move before I cast.
Up the stairs.
There. Yeah, then I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost in like that direction.
Alright.
I have to make a spell attack.
It's a first level spell.
It's a cantrip.
Then you're targeting someone. Ray of Frost targets someone.
Oh, okay. I'll target the closest. I was thinking of Cone of Cold, sorry.
Cone.
I'll target.
Alright.
Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not hit.
Alright, didn't I just stand there then?
This cone of cold, like, chills his feet a bit. He's fine. The creature at the back squirms and makes this awful squiggling sound. All the kobolds in unilateral.
I thought they were fish people.
They're fish. They're obviously kobolds of the sea.
Okay. So they're seabolts.
All the Kuatoa raise their spears in unison and aim them at you, Brock. As the fishmen go for the attacks.
Bring it, bitches.
Just a wall of spears that's going to stab you. Got multiple monster attacking stats. So there are 6, 7 of them needed to hit. Your AC, Brock, is 15. There, 2 hits is +3, so 12. 2 are needed to hit. 1, 2, 3. 3 attacks make it. 3 attacks make it, and you can say 4 deftly slip off of your muscles as their tiny spears jab you. You take, how much does it? 1d6 plus 1 each. 3d6 damage plus 3.
So that is
14 points of piercing damage.
divide by 2, that's 7.
Alright. 7 points of damage strikes you. All the fishmen have attacked in unison. It's your turn.
My turn.
Yeah, Brick, it's your turn.
I try to force my way past them, and I go straight for the brain.
Alright. 2 attacks of opportunity. No, all of them gain attacks of opportunity
Yep.
again. 3 attacks will hit again. You take 13 this time. Rounded, halved and rounded down is 6 points of piercing damage.
Minus 6. Alright, and I roll and I attack with a great axe. That's a is a great axe a +1?
A great axe, +1 great axe, yes. Great axe does
So do I add a +1 to my attack or my damage?
both.
Both.
It's
Alright.
a D12. Yeah, D12 slashing
Alright, so
heavy
that's
2-handed.
So that's my strength modifier plus my proficiency modifier. Level 4 is +3, right?
Proficiency is +2 at level 4.
Alright. So that's +2, that's strength, +2, that's 7, +1, that's 8. $19 to hit.
That hits.
And it's a D12. So I add my strength modifier to that, plus my rage modifier, which is +2. 17 slashing damage.
You swing and you chop down into it, nearly splitting the brain in half. But it's still alive. It squirms at you as its tentacles reach around and try to probe your head. Alright, so now it is Emma's turn.
Hear my enthusiasm. So I peek around the corner. So this is about my movement speed, right?
30 feet, yeah.
Alright, I'll stay here. And yeah, I'll stay here for now.
Not casting any spell.
Nope. He looks fine.
For now. Dr. Bees, it's your turn.
Yeah. Can you show me real quick how far 15 feet is from me, please?
Alright. 15 feet's about there.
Can I move to here and then cast Hold on, I'm just checking it. Burning hands on these fish people, please.
Alright. You can hit a lot more if you move closer.
Where, like here?
Yeah, you can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Yeah. Okay, so what's that? Another D plus 2 and then 3 again, right?
Burning hands, they have to make a dex save. So
Okay.
5
Yeah.
dex saves.
The only thing you have to roll is 3d6 for damage.
Okay, and just for the casting?
What's your spell save modifier?
Let me check. Where would that be? Would that be intelligent?
See, on your spell sheet at the top, it says saving throw DC.
Saving throw DC 13.
Alright. So, 1, 2, 3 failed, 2 succeeded. So you roll me 3d6.
Yep. And any modifiers or none?
No,
No
nothing's
modifier.
added.
Ooh, good roll.
What's the damage?
17.
Ooh, nice. So, $17. Okay, so that is enough because they're set on fire. So this one is dead. That one succeeded. This one is dead. On their respective turns, basically, they're on fire, and these two took half of that, so they're sitting on pretty badly.
Wow, what are these crosses? Just 3 dead ones?
Yeah, you set them on fire.
Fuck yeah.
They're not very beefy.
The tiny creatures, the ball of flame burning in the center, sort of like extinguishes and sizzles a bit elsewhere. Yue, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go in for a double whammy.
Okay.
And I'm also going to cast Burning Hands.
Alright. From that angle, you can hit the other 4.
Aw, I rolled an 8. Still something though.
Yes, so 4. What's your spell save DC?
14.
1 fails, 2 succeed, and another one fails. The one in front of you is dead. No, he took 8 points of damage, so he's still alive. The other one succeeded, so he takes half. Still alive, and that one's still alive, and the one at the back hasn't taken any damage yet, so he took 8 points of damage. Okay. Setting them all on fire again is horrifying, as they are all burning now.
Good.
Ouch. That's cold. In a hot way.
Brain with legs moves around behind you, Brick, and slashes at one of the burning fishmen with its melee claw. 2d4 plus 2. 4. And misses. And then uses Devour Intellect on you, Brick.
He doesn't exactly have that much to spare, though.
He's still got a brain.
Alright.
Dr. B's, if intelligence was one of your dump stats, like a -5, the intellect devourer could not pick you up.
Wait, I'm confused.
No, I said if it was one of your dump stats, the intellect devourer would not have noticed you at all.
Wait, but what? Remind me what a dump stat is again?
Your
means-
your lowest points going to that.
So you got 3 dump stats by choice. So, Brick, can you make me an intelligence saving throw?
Intelligence saving throw. 17.
You succeed.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's its turn. The fishman, screaming in pain. Ah! Sort of like wait for an instruction, and then they head around and try to attack you, Brick.
Do I get attack of opportunity for that one?
Yes, you can whack him with whatever weapon you brought.
I brought a crossbow.
You can't make a ranged attack as an attack of opportunity. That needs crossbow expert.
Fine.
It says melee attack.
Can I try to punch him?
Yes, you can throw a punch. What's your strength modifier? Oh, first roll to attack.
Just my proficiency.
And your strength. So that's 2 minus 2. So it's a straight roll.
Hey, it's something, okay? I can maybe just...
Not only do you miss, you would have done no damage to a fishman if you punched him anyway.
Okay, well, I tried, okay? That's the
Yeah.
moral of the story.
Yes, it is. The fishmen attack. So there are 4 of them. So 2 attacks hit out of the 4. And Brick, you take 8 points, halved down to 4 piercing damage.
Alright.
And after they've moved into place, the brain will move around them. Alright, it is now Brick's turn.
Alright, I turn around. Did the thing move again?
Yes. Sort of moved past.
Alright, I attack the one to my left.
At the bottom?
Yeah, bottom left. 9 to hit. That's a nat 1.
You swing, but all of a sudden you feel this this sensation of your great axe slipped out of your grasp as you tried to aim for the brain but missed and hit the fishman, but it just slid off in a corner, and his sticky skin has just disarmed you. It's called Sticky Shield. You miss it with a melee weapon attack. It uses its sticky shield to catch the weapon. Your weapon is now gripped by the one at the bottom left.
Alright.
You must do a strength saving throw. Yes, you must do a strength saving throw.
Oh, wait, hold on. Saving is +7. So that's 10, that's 12. I've got advantage on saving throws for strength, I believe.
Yeah, you do.
15.
You successfully pull your great war axe. Great axe You successfully pull it free from the slime, entrapping it on the fish man. That is your turn.
Alright.
Emma, it's now your turn. Smell of burning fish reminds you of one meal you had at a restaurant, which was really nice, but now it has soured your idea of cooked fish forever, as their screams are very audible and loud. Oh, what's your current AC? Let me just update that.
33. My AC, yeah, 15.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I already updated it. I will remain a pacifist. And
True
stay back.
pacifist all the way. Gotta
Yeah.
find rewards for pacifism. It's gotta pay off eventually. And then there's Dr. Bees.
Dr. Bees! Okay, can I run up over here and apologize to Brick and then cast Burning Hands again?
You may do exactly that.
Yes, please. I'm so sorry, Brick. I love you.
Ew.
Just remind me, it's what am I rolling now?
You're rolling the damage. I'm rolling the dex saves. 1, 2, 3. So all 4 will be caught in the cone.
What about the brain?
He's too far away, though. He is more than 20 feet away from you.
Yeah. What if I do it from the other side?
You could, but then you're right in front of the brain.
That's fine. I'll pick a fight with the brain.
Alright. From the other side, so that would be 1, 2, 3. So now you hit Brick and the 2 on the left and the brain.
Yeah.
So dex saves from Brick and the 2. So 1 succeeded. Another succeeded in the brain. That's a +2, so that's 15. So he succeeded.
Shit.
I also take half damage.
Yeah, roll me the 3d6 and Brick, you roll your dex save.
My
12
dex save.
points there. Yes.
Dexterity save is +2. 21.
You succeed, so you take 6 points of fire damage.
Alright.
They're looking pretty bad as you set the brain on fire now. And the 2 fishmen are like charred on both sides, like good snook.
Ugh, I hate snook.
Now you've made me hungry. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get food.
Alright. Yue, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast magic missile at these 3. And they all look like Chinese fireworks.
Like dragons.
Chinese fireworks. You know those ones on the sticks that go ching.
And they explode, yeah.
Okay, the brain takes 4 points of force damage.
Yes.
The one fish takes 3 points of force damage.
The one at the bottom.
Yeah, and the one at the top takes 5.
And the one at the top takes 5. The brain. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn.
The brain.
Oh, just by the way, what's the lighting conditions? Is it bright light or dim light?
It's bright light.
Oh, okay.
You got a light attached to your forehead and there's a giant torch just like illuminating the area.
Okay, we're just checking.
You can say you want to turn the torch off so that dim light can affect your spell.
But I'm not gonna use it right now. I think they're
Oh.
almost dead.
Yes. The brain scratches with its claws at one of the fish creatures. It hits, dealing 2d4 plus 2. Enough to kill it. Creature dies. And it uses Devour Intellect on... Oh, he went for dinner. Okay. It uses Devour Intellect on the other fishman before he burns to death.
I'm back. I'm right here.
Okay. The brain uses Devour Intellect on you. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Would be...
So at the top left is your saving throws.
Yeah,
You
just...
roll,
yeah.
roll a d20, add that intelligence modifier to it.
It's saying it's a +5, but my intelligence score is only +3. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's your proficiency.
So it's +5 if it's because it's a save. It's not a check.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because you put your proficiency in there as a wizard.
And D20, correct?
Yeah, d20 plus 5. You succeed.
Oh
The-
God.
The tendrils just rub up against your head and you feel it like trying to seep knowledge from you, but the bees are too strong. The thoughts of the bees are too strong. 4. The brain tries to run away. You can make an attack roll against it.
Can I shoulder tackle it?
No, just an attack roll.
Spell or...
You got the dagger.
Let
That uses your dexterity, so...
me just...
your strength and dexterity are -5.
Can I use Constitution to sit on it?
No.
Okay, I'll roll the dagger. See if something comes of it. 1d20 -5, correct?
Yeah,
-3 because you plus your
proficiency.
proficiency.
But my proficiency is intelligence and wisdom, right?
No.
No,
This is for the dagger's attack.
Yeah, so proficiency applies to your attacks as well.
Oh shit, okay, I see.
Yeah, it's you get better at it the more you level up. You get more proficient.
So, if that's the case, shouldn't I have been adding proficiency to the other stats as well when I was attacking?
Intelligence, the spells you were casting didn't require your proficiency, it required their saves.
Oh, shit, I see, so this is for like normal attacks, not spells.
Yeah, so you're making the attack now. It's your ability to attack him rather than his ability to dodge you.
I see.
Alright.
Yeah, when you do a spell attack, you can add your proficiency, but not when you add damage to your spells.
You miss. As the brain runs around the corner, you all of a sudden see it explode in a burst of fireworks. And you hear a low growl. The brain with legs is dead. The fishman's turn. This one burns to death.
Wahaha.
Shame.
This one also burns to death.
How many
Well,
things have I
okay.
killed by now?
This one's fine, but he's on fire. He's trying to put himself out as he moves away.
Doesn't Brock get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, he does.
All
You
right.
get
That's +8. 22 to hit.
that hits.
Awesome. Whoops, no. D12. 9 slashing damage.
9. You chop him down in one piece, and his head sort of slides off his neck as he drops to the ground, dead. You hear this loud clang on the other side of the hallway coming from around here. Last fishman is dead.
All right.
Now, you hear the low growling getting closer.
Oh, boy.
Can I talk to the intercom man?
It's silent. But yes, you can talk to him.
I ask the general, I don't know what is that fin, the growl?
No response.
All right.
Right.
I move up to Emma.
Oh, it's turn, so let's see. With a
2,
dexterity.
3. I mean, they're all dead, right?
Yes. Oh, it was your turn after the fishman anyway,
Yeah.
so
But it's still another thing.
Sure, I don't like it.
yes. Okay, you move up to Emma.
To Emma, yes. 1, 2, 3. I say, I could use some healing over here.
And it's Emma's turn.
Yeah, I think I'll use my channel divinity for another day. Oh, for the next. Right. So let me just give you. What does aid do again?
Aid. It gives you
that-
temporary hit points.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
heal someone.
Alright, so what's better, cure wounds or healing word?
Cure wounds
Cure
gives
wounds,
more
but-
hit,
Hit
Yeah.
points.
Alright, cure wounds. So, one action touch, instantaneous. Alright, so it's 1d8 plus spell casting ability. My spell casting ability.
Yeah, you need to touch me, so you need to move to me.
Why does my spell casting ability say 15?
Because
That's
that's most
your-
likely your spellcasting ability.
That's your save. That's the DC save.
Yeah, but my spell DC and my spell casting ability are exactly the same.
Because of the same thing.
Spell casting.
Aren't you maybe mixing up spell ability and spell attack? Because your spell ability is your modifier. Like your charisma or intelligence modifier for a spell.
You want to cast Cure Wounds on him. Move up to
Plus
him.
5. Alright, so it's 1d8 plus 5. Let me just roll. Ah, no! 1d8 plus 5. That's
6.
useless.
6 points of healing through you, Brock. Brick.
6. Really?
6, yes. Yes, really. The cleric is undershining.
Very.
Again.
That was your action. as a creature walks up the staircase. You see it. It's a large, fiery, floating creature in the form of a brain with little stumpy legs wielding a great axe. And it looks at you, Dr. Bees,
Fuck.
and you see it like charge up from its chest and then open, spitting out of its mouth a firework directed right at you. Can you make a dex saving throw?
Give me a second. And my dexterity is -5, so what would that be? -5.
Yes.
This is gonna suck.
Unless, of course, you have dexterity as a saving throw, then
And
you
that
can.
20 could save you.
It's -5 dex.
It was okay. The fireball, or the, the firework.
Fireball.
Not yet.
Jeez.
Maybe not at all. It didn't have fireball. The firework strikes you for. How much was the magic? It was magic missiles, right?
Yeah, so if it's 3 at once, well, each magic missile is 1d4 plus 1.
So it's just 3d4 of force damage exploding at your feet, dealing 6 points of force damage to you and anything in the area, which of course there's not. And it moves a bit closer. Dr. Bees, it's your turn.
Dr. B. How high is the ceiling on this thing? On this map?
Yeah, it's very tall. It's upwards of 80 feet.
There's no way to cast 2 spells in the same turn, is there?
Not unless you're a sorcerer.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind at it.
Gust of wind.
Yeah.
To blow him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he's weak to wind.
Wind damage. Oh, okay. It's a level 2 evocation spell. Oh, wait. Okay, so basically... Yeah, he's about 10 feet wide. And he must make a strength saving throw, be pushed 15 feet away. He rolled a 12. Your spell save DC was?
Let me just check. Spell save. I think it was a 13.
So it fails. The gust
Yeah,
of wind does push it away. It's pushed 15 feet away, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
About there, as it's directly within the gust of wind.
Yeah.
It's not dispersed, but it is heavily deformed as the flames that make up most of its body are being blown away. The axe is still clearly there. Yes, the flames illuminating its entire body dance wildly. And let's see here. No, they do not extinguish it. Yeah, I'm rolling like single digits on D100s.
Good for us.
No, that's bad for you. It's not extinguished.
Oh shit.
Over 50%, it would have probably extinguished it. Yue, it's your turn. Do you want to move, Dr. Bees?
Yes, Bees wishes to get the fuck out of there.
Alright. You can move 30 feet.
Like there, maybe?
Yeah, next to Yue. Yue, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move upwards so I can see the thing. Alright. He's pretty far away. I'll have to see if I actually have anything.
It's the gust of wind effect.
He's still on fire, right?
Yes, he's on fire. He seems to be made of fire.
I need a brain. A brain's very intelligent.
Maybe not the one that created this one.
Alright, I'm gonna do Tasha's mind whip on it. It has to make an intelligence saving throw.
An intelligence save. It rolled a 4.
It fails. It takes 14 points of psychic damage, and it can take reactions, and it has to choose between moving an action or a bonus action on its turn.
Since the gust of wind is slowing it down to half its movement speed. Alright. Top of the round, you hear blaring over the microphone. Perhaps maybe you would all like to hide in a locker around the corner, just to see if this thing's smart enough to do anything.
Can't we just kill it?
Well, you can try, but there's nothing wrong in running away either. You're not getting penalized for it.
You get marked.
You get evaluated.
If we kill it, will you give us cake?
If you survive, you get cake anyway. It's Cake Tuesday tomorrow.
Yeah, but what about KFC? Can we make the day after that KFC day? If KFC Wednesday, if we do well on a test?
There's no cake. There's no KFC where we are.
I mean, there's no
We're in the
KFC.
desert.
You're the SCP Foundation. Surely you have the resources to produce some KFC.
I
that's a
don't know if
special-
we... I
If
don't
that's
know.
a special request, sure, we can say that's what you requested.
Thank
I'm
you
sure
very-
you don't want to eat KFC that's produced by the SCP Foundation.
Where is this thing?
It is out of your sight. You just know that your friends are casting spells at it.
Which
Dr.
direction?
Gilbert, Doc, I don't mean weird KFC that you've met that some SCP has vomited. I mean send someone to get normal KFC with a helicopter or something if you have to.
He blares over the mic, with the microphone.
One.
All right, we'll see if we can get you some KFC, but for the time being, hide. We just want to see what this thing does and how long it lasts.
Okay.
Okay, this thing, this fire thing.
Yes,
How big is it?
it's larger than you, and it flies.
Made out of fire.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we're running away.
All right, your turn, Brock.
Yeah, I moved up there and I moved back down.
All right,
Run,
then.
run. We are not taking that thing on.
Emma, it's your turn.
Just do what the intercom says.
Running away. You're the
I'm
closest
walking-
to
no,
the
I'm
bottom of the
walking.
stairs.
I'm walking away.
You see that there are two large doors on your left.
My left.
Single doors. Yeah, look to your left over here. You came down the stairs. You can also roll a perception check. No?
Let me check what's my perception again.
Alright, roll perception at disadvantage. That's all I'm giving you.
Disadvantage.
As a third option.
At disadvantage.
Yes.
Ten.
Oh, James.
10.
I heard you. No, you fail. Alright, you only see two doors on your left. And of course the hallway you came back from and so on.
Is this a locker?
No, that's a doorway over there. And as far as you can see... Oh, you don't see two doorways. You see one doorway on your left and another room over down here.
Ignore the instructions and go into the room.
Okay, now you can make another perception check, normally.
20.
You spot a secret doorway that's quite obvious to anybody that looks at it from down below,
Ooh.
like your height. That was all your
I-
movement speed.
Yeah.
The large flaming
I gestured to my comrades.
There's a way there. Alright. The large flaming creature, as you see struggle against the flames, takes its slow, arduous steps and stops about there. And of course it can't take any other actions. It's basically slow. Touch's Mind Whip is basically slow. Alright. Dr. Bees, it's your turn.
Beast is gonna fuck off and hide in a locker.
Your movement speed.
Oh shit. Where are the lockers again? Switch direction am I?
They were all the way down back here at the hallways, and they were cages, not lockers.
Where do you want to hide in the cages?
Alright, you want to go hide in the cages?
Is that where Gilbert wants me to go for my KFC?
He said just hide.
These here, cages.
Those were pots and pans.
I'm gonna hide in a pot. I feel more
Alright.
comfortable in a pot than a cage.
Alright then. Yue.
I'm gonna try and follow Emma. I assume at least saw which direction she went in.
Yeah, she's straight down the staircase.
Reach here.
1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, 60 feet.
Alright, yeah, so I dashed there.
Okay. Brick, it's your turn.
Alright, I run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full movement speed.
Over there.
Yeah.
You also spot the secret door in front of you.
Alright, cool.
Em-
Can I open
Emma.
it?
You're 10 feet away.
Okay.
Emma, it's your turn.
Open the door. Bloop.
Open the secret door.
Ooh.
There's a secret room behind you, the door, with large objects, which we'll have to describe later on since it's already coming to an end. Alright, flaming creature battles against the wind, everybody else moves to their turn. So, combat comes to an end. You're all three of you are hiding in the secret door, correct? And one of you is hiding in a pot.
Yeah, I'm hiding in the secret room.
All right, and we will pick this up next week
Awesome.
as our weekly D&D sessions now continue on Mondays.
Yeah.
Outro.
Well, goodbye, everybody.
All right.
Goodbye, everyone.
Remember
We
to
have
tune
an
in next
outro?
week. I was hoping we
Yes.
had one.
Next week at 7 GMT plus 2, ladies and gentlemen.
All right then. See you all then.
All right. Bye.